So I hope you can hear us. This is Emmet here from BallinEurope. As you can see, that's the Mercedes-Benz arena where everything's going to go down. But we're not here to really talk about the arena. We're here to talk about what I'm actually doing right now, which is, to quote David Bowie, standing by the wall, and to rather do something I've never done before, which is explain really the context for a piece that I've not actually written yet. Just the timing makes sense to do it now. So for me, like, Berlin's got a large place for me in my personal history, and also for me, Europe's cultural history as well. Well, not for me, for everybody, if anyone's sensible. And the reason I sort of tying Bowie into it is because, well, you know, Hero is obviously a very, you know, influential song, and when I think of The Wall, it's one of the things that comes to mind, because it speaks to a lot of what I didn't understand when I was 8, what I don't think I understood when I was first here 6 years ago as well, and what I like to think in my mid-30s I'm starting to get to understand. That's sort of the change in the movement in Europe and how people change. And, you know, when I was first here, like, most of the buildings down there, and I can't even really get the context in, they weren't there. Like, you could see the arena, what was then the O2 World, and the traffic signs on the road even still say O2 World, for pretty much most of the way down this 1,300 meter stretch. And you know, it's like it was an interesting time for me. I was here with someone who I was saying goodbye to, is the best way to phrase it. And, you know, we had a good walk down here. It was a time we could forget about stuff, and it was good in that respect. And yeah, you know, then of course it was also oddly around the same time I started to get my interest really in European basketball on a more serious level. I always credited to a Sausage Djordjevic tree, but in many respects what really got me going again, like, was that a moment really sort of when I started looking in and finding out that Bamberg had a team, and obviously you had Alba and their great history, and, you know, walked down this wall, and of course, like Bowie, I'm pretty certain didn't give a hoot about basketball, but this song, Heroes, obviously mentions it quite a lot, and it's a song that sort of combines a lot of the human experience, melancholy, love, sort of, you know, change, and observing the world, which is a thing he did really, really well. And, you know, when he passed away there early this year, I'd had a pretty emotional day. It was tough in work, and, you know, it was a good day in work, but it was emotional, draining. Got out reasonably early, though, just the way it broke. Watched a movie, Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence, back at home, and then I just wanted to find the right way to sort of do a tribute to him when I was there, and so I left the house and I went for a drink, and there's a bar not too far from me called Tap House, and it's got a really high beer garden, is the best way to phrase it. So I just wanted to go somewhere where I could see the stars and raise one, you know, to the Starman while I was there. So that's what I did, and I'm back in Berlin for the first time since we lost David, and you know, I'm not the biggest music snob, I'm going to be honest, but you know, he's a guy who's very easy to understand, and he just got rock and roll, he got life, and he, you know, got love. And yeah, you know, I think a lot of people going to be here this weekend. They're here for the basketball, they're here for life, they're here maybe a little bit of love, but you know, that's sort of, I want to tie in all those themes really into explaining Berlin basketball and BIE. So I hope you guys enjoy the piece, and that's me standing by the wall.